Thank you, everyone, for coming to the meeting. I call this meeting to order, and we would like to have some additions, and two that I would recommend is, one is the wood at the cemetery up in Chippenhook. Can we add that to old business?
Pretty impressive.
Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Is there a second? All right. And all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And then number two, at the end of the meeting, before we, or after, well, after selectmen's concerns, we go into executive session on legal matters that came up today.
Do we also have personnel things to go over tonight in executive session?
Well, if you wanna add that too.
I'm asking, Cash, for you, do we have personnel things to go over yet or not?
We can,
I would say let's just add a personnel
we
discussion.
can add to it.
You're having two executive sessions, is that what you're proposing?
Yes.
Well, we can combine them into one, right? I mean, or do we have to come out and go back in? Can all be one, right? Okay,
Well, one's on legal matters and one's on personnel.
correct.
So to me, it seems like you would have to have two executive sessions.
Yeah, I think you can roll it all, but either way, whatever you want to do.
I
You're
don't
the
want-
boss.
I don't want it to be questioned later on.
Okay.
All right, so I would entertain a motion for the legal, executive session after select board members' concerns. Is there a motion to go,
I'll make that motion that we
Second.
add those two.
and Bob seconds it. And of course, then after that, we'll come out and then go back in on personnel matter. And you want to add that to your motion?
Sure. Fine.
Want to second it? I would ask for a motion regarding the,
Mr. Chairman.
yeah.
One other thing, I don't know, he said he'd be down tonight. Danny Pekoski out under highway. He got a complaint again with obstruction in the right of way. I told him come and talk to the full board.
Actually, he had called me just earlier this afternoon today.
Oh, okay.
And he's had to get out of town quick, and he said he'd like to do it our next meeting.
Oh, okay.
Where's the concern?
Right at
Same as always.
his place.
The dry bridge?
Yeah.
No, the foliage and the
Oh, the foliage.
tree
Okay.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Trees and stuff
Yeah.
next to the road.
Same situation that we've discussed with him before. And I just told him to come to the full board.
Yep.
Okay, we'll drop that then.
All right. I ask for a motion with regard to June 24th, minutes. Is there any corrections or deletions?
I would make a motion that we accept them as written with the possibility of any corrections.
Is there a second for that motion?
For discussion.
Is there a second?
Second,
For
yeah.
discussion, thank you. All right, in section 9, Art Clark Forest, it says Mike indicated that has spoken with Joe Peterson. Should we put the word he in there?
I think.
All right, that's all I found.
I had a question under the highway that I had reported about cleaning ditches and replacing the culverts. And it says here, getting the sand stockpile built up. I don't recall mentioning that. Also, the salt we are using is not what the state uses. And actually it is it's out of the same supplier.
So you're saying strike out that you're getting the sand pile stocked back up,
Yeah,
and instead of saying that the salt we are getting is not what the state is, just strike out that
It-
it's not, that it is.
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Anything else, Chris?
That's all I can see at this
Bob, you got
time.
any?
Especially on the last line of the last paragraph under 11, where Bob Bixby noted next Monday morning is free for him, so Bob could go with cash to visit the road crew. I believe we were going to visit Gorge Road.
Gorge Road.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Anything else, Rob? You see?
I just got them, so I'm just looking at them.
All right. Rick, have you seen anything?
I haven't seen anything else.
Give Rob a couple of minutes.
While he's reading, could I just suggest that we do get these on the website?
The-
Statute says they have to be on in 7 days after you've had said meeting. And,
After the meeting, you're saying?
after you have the meeting, it has to be put on.
Within 7
within
days.
7 days, and you've got June 10th on there right now. I mean, it's got to be given to Gloria, and it has to be put on that website.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
All right. Hearing no other concerns, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. We have, yes, right here, the approval of the warrants of floating and drifting. Select board members have looked at it, so if the public wants to take a, well, not all the select board members have looked at it. Excuse me. So if anyone wants to come up, take a peek. Is there at this time any public comments?
It's not done with
Highway. You want to speak?
Not a whole lot to report, just ongoing projects, and we're gonna dedicate quite a bit of time right now to on roadside mowing to get the roads mowed back best we can.
All right, I did,
I mean,
I had a couple highway things, but
Yeah.
if you had something first, I'll let you go first.
yeah, I did get 2 phone calls regarding, mowing on East Timoth Road and Schoolhouse Hill Road.
Yeah.
And, the one on Schoolhouse Hill Road was just a concern because they can't see around one of the corners because the bush.
we actually started mowing up on Coeur line today.
Okay,
We're gonna
well,
work that section.
and then, the other one, of course, was, a concern that Gillum had.
East Timoth Road.
Yep, East Timoth Road, and, so she's concerned about that, so. That's all I have for highway.
I got a question had a question posed to me about the dust control, and I told them that I thought it was gonna be getting underway relatively soon. I guess last week, at the end of the week, before we got the rain dumped on us, East Street and top of Bump Road were especially bad, I guess.
Were they okay? I
So-
didn't hear nothing about it.
So I
We
just,
actually, just to give you an update, we took the old trailer that we had, the 20-ton trailer, and we mounted a tank, liquid tank on that trailer. So that's all self-contained, so actually that's not gonna tie up a truck down.
oh, nice.
So that's ready to go. And actually, we tried it out and it works good.
How's that work, man?
We put that 1,000-gallon water tank on that old trailer instead of, we were gonna sell that trailer, and that's what I wanna talk to the board about. But we found a use for it, to put that 1,000-gallon tank on it and use that as a spray. Yep, as a spray trailer.
Get a little more life out of it.
Get a little more life out of it. We can patch up just a little bit, just get it inspected. The reason why we couldn't get it inspected before, because of the weight and carry of the excavator. Well, where now we can patch it up just enough because
For the
of-
1,000-gallon tank.
yeah, there's not much weight on it.
Sounds good to me.
Stuff.
It's nice to not have a truck tied up.
That's right.
That truck, and what happened was last year with that truck tied up, that truck sat a lot in the garage.
Yeah.
And it got rusty and the clutch didn't work as good, the brakes didn't work as good. Setting. So that allows that.
Excuse me.
Went to hiking.
Yeah, no, that I just heard about that like yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
Was when I got reached out to.
That was
Apparently, East Street and
East Street.
part of Bump Road, I guess. The same individual did mention to me, didn't seem terribly upset because he knew the mud holes had to be dealt with, but I guess had 2 flat tires from the big stone that was put in the mud holes. So,
Okay.
so just
And actually we're grading those roads.
expressed, wanted to make sure that we knew that
Yep.
he knew the mud holes had to be dealt with, but he also wanted us to be aware that he did have 2 tires that were casualties. So, but
Also under highway, which would be, Rick, I want you to listen to this. Dick Lee called again and he says, he would appreciate it if the sheriff, now that we have the extra hours, not only sits down here in the flats, but gets up and sits, up off of, Walker Mountain Road by the graveyard.
Oh,
By
is
his
that
house.
right?
He
Yeah.
says they're flying through there again because he hasn't seen the sheriffs up there, so.
We, have a new one in the area that's just started, so he's still learning the area some. But I'll pass it on to him.
With that being said, I'd like to add something to it. I talked to Steve Bernard, Sheriff's Department, and about the speed limit boxes that they have on trailers. And they've, since in the last 2 weeks, they've done it on Coeur d'Alene Road and
Tier Road.
Tier Road,
Oh, good.
just to,
Yep.
with the digital
Yeah,
ones.
I saw the one on Tier Road the other day. It's good.
All right, that's all you have. Any questions? Highway? Yes, Cindy?
Where the stop sign is,
Which-
across from where McCullen's used to be. Where the truck, you know
By
where
the
the tractor trailer's
firehouse?
parked?
Yes.
That corner right there, it's gotta be cut back. You can't see around that corner when you come to that stop sign.
You mean the side, that's what the mower will do when it comes down through. That what you mean?
Because they didn't do it last time they went through, so. Right on that corner,
It's-
there's a rock wall right there.
Okay. Is it regular tree brush or is that just the high grass?
It's grass and poison parsnip.
Okay. Yep. That'll be dealt with.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Under old business, I just, want to remind everyone that next meeting, we're gonna start setting up dates to do some of our policy changes that we wanted to do. So, if you, if
So you're gonna
anybody,
set those meetings next time? Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Good.
That's what we talked about last week, and I'm just reminding everyone, or last meeting, I'm just reminding everyone now to consider, when you may have time to have a,
Are we going to,
Workshop.
what's the board's consensus? Cause are we gonna go to like the off Monday? Is that the plan?
That would be me.
I mean, to me, if we're gonna do that, I would almost just as soon start next Monday and let's plow on and get it over with.
Yeah.
Cause Cash and I especially are gonna get busier as the weeks go on, cause the fair's not that far away, so
Right.
at 5:30?
that's fine with me. 5:30 or 6, whatever
Did you
works.
do that, Rick?
5:30 might be touchy, but 6 would be better.
I mean, if we did it at 6, we could say that it's gonna be an hour and just go an hour.
Right, for a
Yeah.
workshop. Is that all right with you, Bob?
That'd be the 15th, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have the, little cute calendars and.
Cause we're doing ordinances, like marijuana, speed, we needed to talk about the speed ordinances too,
Yeah.
right? And we needed to do, what was the other one?
All terrain vehicles.
That's right, town forest stuff.
Yep.
And then what was the other, were we gonna touch the personnel policy in this round too, or
Yes.
is that, you're gonna do
Yes.
that too? Okay.
We wanted to look at that, but the ordinances that the select board, has the right and privilege to come up with, without, the way I understand it, according to leagues, is that we can create policies in town without going to the voters.
So, next Monday, 6 o'clock will be the first one?
Everybody?
6, okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so that'll be the what? That's the 15th?
Yep.
Okay.
And I want that posted down here, and also, a reminder, at least Monday, sent out to the select board members, because we're not getting any younger, and we have,
You think we're gonna forget? Alright.
okay, anything else?
And just as a reminder too, that any workshop stuff obviously won't be approved until a formal meeting.
Right.
We're gonna
That's just
approve
a-
it in an open meeting, so.
That's
yeah.
right.
Okay. Yep.
Correct window. There's nothing under new business.
Whoa, you missed one.
What?
Cemetery wood.
Oh,
Oh, boy, I
That's under
tell
old
you.
business.
yeah, that was under old business.
Old business.
Lucky thing that the cemetery police is here. You wanna discuss that?
Huh?
You wanna discuss that?
Yeah, I think what we need to do is have a lottery to get rid of the wood that's in the cemetery so that townspeople, Mendon does it. They have a lottery when they have excess wood, they post it, that there's a lottery, people put their name in the hat, they can use the wood and are willing to go get it and do whatever. Well, actually Mendon delivers it to you because they don't want you to go into town property. And whoever's name gets pulled, last time they pulled 5 names. There might only be enough for 3, but they pull the extra just in case there's extra wood. And it just comes down the line. Whoever's the first name gets the first load, and the second name gets the second load. That's what I think we ought to start doing with ours. Because right now, we've got a whole pile of it sitting in the cemetery. You got people going in there just hacking it up.
Well,
There is an individual who had called here expressing interest in the wood as well. And he lives in Chippewa.
And the last
that's
time
not a
that we
half
gave
bad
it
idea.
to people in Chippenhook or gave it out to other people, they took what they wanted and left the rest, and we just paid someone to take care of what he didn't want. So, you know, it's something that we need to, they really, really want it and they sign up for it, then they're responsible to take care of it.
Do they have to, so in Mendon, do they have to pay something too, or not? They get it for nothing?
No, they want to get rid of the wood,
Okay.
and they don't, so that's what they do, they just do a lottery. It's to the townspeople, you have to be a member of Mendon.
You have to be a townsperson.
You have to be a town person, and it's done on lottery style.
well,
And we have a
then
lot of
how-
people in
how do you
town
get
that are
the-
on limited income that could use that wood.
Right, how do you get that word out? Do we put something in the newspaper which then suggests that,
It's posted on their website,
No charge for the
and
lot.
somehow or other they get it. And they just call in and sign up for it.
I mean,
and if it becomes a policy, it's
That
something that we
eliminates it
do
from
all
being
the
handled
time.
twice, because you
People in
guys are
town know
dropping it
about
down
it.
here and then,
So they're gonna look for it, but you can
and if
post
it's
the same way
loaded on
you
the truck
post
and it just goes
all your other
to,
notices.
Wherever.
and not only that, it's not going out of town, you're just taking it.
how much wood is up there?
A lot.
Yeah.
And it all depends on how you look at a lot. I look at a lot because it looks like a pretty good pile. I mean, it's that, if you remember when you first go in, that one that had 3 or 4 limbs on it, huge limbs on it.
Is it all located in one area, or is it spread
That
out?
one is. I didn't think to look, I think the other one they're selling, right? Or they were taking it somewhere, the big pine.
The big spruce,
Yeah,
that's gone.
that's gone, okay.
Supposed to be gone. I haven't been up to check.
Yeah, I didn't think to look way over there. I did look over there and I saw it was gone, but I didn't look to see
Well,
if there was anything
let's
around.
do this. Seeing as we're gonna meet here next Monday anyway, let's get it on the website and say, drop your name off by the end of the week, and we'll pick whoever's name, comes, you know. if
So
one-
how are you gonna define it though?
Well,
Is it
I would say
they
they've gotta
pick
be,
up?
they've gotta be a resident of the town of Clarendon.
Yeah,
And I guess the question is, are we gonna load it and deliver it, or is it gonna be their you get into liability if they're picking it up.
that's why Mendon delivers. Mendon actually delivers it to the people. They actually go out. The reason I know so much about this one is because my daughter was picked number 1 this time. So she's
No.
getting the first load. But
They-
what they do is they come to the house and see and make sure that they can get in with their truck and drop the load, that it's safe for them to get in and out once your name has been drawn. So it, you know, it can be an issue if it's in a place where they can't get in to get.
And that's log length.
Huh?
That's log length, and it's not all cut up or nothing.
No, it's not all cut up. It's
Just load down.
however they got it on the truck.
We gotta remove it out of the cemetery anyways. And for liability, like Robert was saying, for liability and everything else,
Yeah.
I feel that the town should be responsible to remove
Right.
it and long as
So
you
if
get it.
Margie's name was drawn, the first
don't
thing you
want
would.
it.
No, I know, but if Margie's name was drawn, the first thing that they do is they go to the house. They came to my daughter's house and said, okay, where's the wood going? Made sure they could get in with the truck and everything was
Yeah.
gonna be easy, you know, breezy.
Yeah.
Because they've had times where they couldn't get in with their equipment. It's actually trees that's delivering it. So, because it's a bunch of stuff that trees is cutting down. So, you know, they want to make sure they can get in, but it is something that you need to know
It's
about.
something that we can back in and dump and go.
Yeah.
But is there?
We gotta
is
move it
there-
anyways.
How, well, but how are you gonna load that with the front end loader?
Have to load it with forks.
And you guys have that capability with that machine?
Yeah.
Oh. Who knew? Don't look
I mean,
so-
to me, it sounds like,
there's a will
especially
with
if you're getting phone calls already.
Yeah.
I mean, I just as soon see it.
It should go to a town.
As long as
go to a
stays,
taxpayer.
if it stays in town, if just that somebody's,
I mean, that's gotta be the stipulation. It's gotta be a townsperson.
and it stays in town, not
Yep.
to get it
You're
to a
not,
place
you're
and
not,
then it goes.
you're not
or-
trucking it to
Or get sold.
someplace else. Yeah.
All right, so
It's
we,
a homeowner. that
so we
needs it
wanna get
returned.
that on the website by tomorrow morning. And, maybe post it on the door down here or something too, where people ordinarily are coming in and out anyway.
Maybe put a flyer at the dump, stuff
Good.
like that.
Yeah,
Yes, good idea.
at the dump, good idea.
Post office.
I don't, it sounds to me like a decent idea.
So let's see where it goes.
I mean, if it don't work, we can move on from it and do something different, but.
It's an interesting story, Keith. If it happens to have an article in there.
It must have been a slow news day, because Keith called me today to see what was going on.
All right, anything else under cemetery? All right, town officers report. Do you have anything you would like to report, treasurer?
I'm just busy wrapping up the fiscal year, and so I should have some more reports for you gentlemen to look at, hopefully by the next meeting, within the next couple of meetings. That's all I have.
Kelly, do you have anything you wanna bring up? Okay. Selectman's administrative assistant.
Okay. The filing for Triland Partners is sitting on your desk. I only made one copy because it's a lot of paper and I wasn't sure who was gonna wanna read it or not, but that's the most recent filing that was received today.
Which we
Cash?
normally leave it out here, just so you know. So if anybody comes in and looks at it,
Look at it.
usually
Right.
on this bulletin board.
You know what that is about, Keith?
Yeah.
Putting that solar farm up by Danny Pankowski's. All right.
And Cash and I attended the disaster recovery workshop in Mendon, which was really informative. We're rolling on getting grants and other financial remuneration for the damage that was done.
Cool. Having said that, Cash, did you contact anybody from the state or the working with the airport at all about any further news about the Gorge Road?
Just in with Eric House and V-Trans in District 3. And he didn't have too good of answers. And I don't feel it's the taxpayer's responsibility to fix it when it's impacted by the state airport.
Is it a good candidate for a box culvert or something, go in there, something bigger?
Something's gotta be in there to handle what they have for discharge for the impact that happens.
Now, I was gonna ask, just because we constantly get questions about, like, Pinkowski's Dry Bridge, and I know the other bridge that's had issues is over by Hawkins, over by you guys,
Right.
where you are. Is that something that we're gonna be able to put in for like a structures grant or something to get help with?
On Hawkins Bridge, yes. On the dry bridge on the middle road by Pinkowski's, Alan May from the state recommended to take off, jackhammer them curbs off on top and moving the guardrails back. And that'll gain us, just about a foot on each side.
So jackhammer them down level, basically?
Yeah, they're actually a second pour that they did on the deck.
So take it back down to the deck and
Yep.
call it a day.
Yep, and put the guardrails, move the guardrails back. It's actually a simple fix after all these years.
Yeah.
That wouldn't
Unbelievable.
compromise the integrity of the bridge.
No, because they're not doing nothing. All they are is a abutment or a, just
Boundary.
boundary to
Yeah.
funnel the traffic in there, and that's what's happening. It reduces the funnel down to,
You gain 2 feet on that bridge, that's gonna be quite a bit.
it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's a lot. I see somebody already
Measured that, and the blacktop itself is, up to specs. That's how wide the road's supposed to be.
It is, but
People get a little nervous going by.
Well, you also got a lot of log trucks. Even though we're not supposed to be, right? Well, no, we can get log trucks
No,
from
there
that
you
way.
can.
They can go over that
you can
way.
go through there.
Looked like the signs got, the reflectors and got
See that?
got clipped on the east side again.
Yep, on the south side, southeast.
Bob, do you have any concerns?
Well, you know, we're talking about that dry bridge here. Another one better start looking at, I think, is the one up by the post office. We're getting a lot of traffic, big traffic, heavy trucks, coming out of the mill and so on. They'll running up Moulton Avenue rather than going all the way around. And sooner or later, that one's gonna get clipped.
Or somebody's gonna get hit. Fender to fender there. And that-
Why are the trucks going up there? They're not even supposed to be going up through there.
No, but
So maybe we ought to
the
have.
driver sitting there with GPS.
I realize
There's the
that,
problem.
but we better have better signage, I guess, some sort.
Yeah, that might do it, but,
Because they shouldn't be up through there.
no,
anyways.
they're not supposed to be there. They're supposed to go all the way up or come down to Squires Road, whichever
Especially-
way they're going,
Being a village, plus being a school up there.
right?
But why don't we work on some signs,
Okay.
put on either end? No overweight vehicles. However, what are those signs?
No trucks.
That mean pickup truck? That's the question you
Or
hear.
you want to put like no trucks over 3 ton or
Yes.
something like that.
I mean, like we have on the covered bridge,
Yeah.
and he is here today.
And then we were standing on a covered bridge and look who goes through.
Yeah. Anything else, Bob?
No, that's it for me.
Cash, you have anything?
I'm all set.
I'm good. Rob?
I'm all set.
All right, I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Let's make a motion that we enter into executive session to discuss legal matters, not to exceed 20 minutes.
Sure.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?